Hello, this is Elle. I'm just going to talk a little bit today about making an Agua Florida and why and how we create one. This one's going to be made using our beautiful rosemary. Agua Florida means flower water, quite simply. But the most important ingredient, despite everything that I've got on the table here, is the intention. So the very first thing that we have to do is, make a deep connection with Rosemary and ask for exactly what it is that we need. So we might start to have an idea in the next couple of days of what Rosemary is asking of us in terms of healing. And so you can really deeply connect with that. It might be, that she's really helping you to get deep into kind of ancestral healing, or it may be that she's calling this greater kind of aspect of protection into your life. So the very first thing that you want to do is to make the prayers into this beautiful plant spirit. So for me, I'm going to be calling on ancient memory, because that's what's been coming through for me in the last few days of just connecting with her again. So your prayer might look something along the lines of, beautiful Rosemary, I ask you to connect me deeply into the ancestral realms for all of the healing from the beautiful Ilias, the ancestors of love and light that surround us, that I may be able to tune into their wisdom, that I may be able to hear these ancient wisdoms and sharings of those who stepped into this earth before us, those who walked in harmony with the land, those who, whose hearts were just open and willing to be just shared with all of humanity. And then I've had them resting on this beautiful apophyllite because I'm also using the energy and the aura of this crystal to completely infuse in with the rosemary. And I'm going to alchemize the elements here as well, because I'm going to bless rosemary and rosemary spirit with the sage. And of course, we know that rosemary and sage work really well together. But we're also alchemicalizing the elements because we're using the fire and the air and the earth element here as well. And of course, we've got the water represented by both the abalone shell and of course the spirits that we're going to use, to actually extract. So it's worth knowing that we never blow on a sacred smudge because that blows the prayers away. So we're just going to pass this through for blessing. It's, we're not trying to cleanse anything here because it doesn't need cleansing. It is already a beautiful being of Sami vibration, that really high vibing light being in plant form. So now that we've done that, it simply remains for us to, put it into a container. It could be a jar like I've got here, or a kilner jar. And, just with deep gratitude for this beautiful plant spirit. Thank you so much, beautiful plant of Pachamama, for these healing gifts that you want to impart with us. Oh, the smell. Absolutely divine. And then any plant parts that are left over, we're going to offer back to Pachamama. We don't just kind of discard them, we're trying to make sure that we're in right relationship with every aspect of how we're creating this. Then here I've got Snow Queen vodka. Oh, there you can see it. The reason being is because it's organic. And although it's a bit more on the expensive side, for me, I'm always looking for, again, that right relationship. And so paying a little bit more for something organic for me it feels like the right thing to do, because that's me, making a statement that I'm, supporting the earth. So we covered this up with the vodka. And then you can leave that for to be honest, you can leave it for 1 to 3 days. I mean, if you're making flower waters, you can also sometimes combine them with special celestial energies that might be around. One of the things that we're going to ask now is for Pachamama to bless this Florida water. So we're just going to take a few moments to just really tune in, connect with the earth. And the prayer is Saminche Pachamama. And Saminche means fill with light. And we're also going to do the same for the celestial aspects of above as well. So we're going to call upon Sapa Inti, the primordial light, and our star brothers and sisters to step, into this beautiful Agua Florida that we're making. And so we're connecting up on high this time. Hampui kolaruna, hampui chaskaruna, saminche pachamama, teske kanchi. Now that's the Quechua prayer, which means come star brothers of light and come planetary masters of light, and to fill this essence, this magical potion with all of this love and light. But you can obviously use it in English. If you don't want to learn the Quechua, that's fine. So we're going to just pop that somewhere to rest now. As I said, it can be ready within a day, really, because it's the oils in this one are very volatile, so they'll come out into the alcohol very quickly. Then once they're ready, what we're going to do is strain them. And now I've got an empty, small little old Agua Florida bottle, which is so this is the commercial stuff that you'll sometimes see if you go out to Peru or shamanic shops here in the UK or online. Which is the traditional Agua Florida, which is made of sort of some herbs and some spices. But honestly, when you start to make your own, it's taking things to the next level. Of course, we've only used this one plant spirit here, but I'm hoping that in kind of teaching you how to do this, you can then start to get out there and experiment with your own plant spirits and what you might like to call in if you wanted to make your own Agua Floridas. Now, they are amazing. I'm using them in ceremony all the time. One of the best ways to work with them is to put a few drops on your hands. And then you would clap 3 times for one of each of the worlds. You breathe it in as deep as you can, like literally burning your nostrils 3 times, and then you pull it through your aura exactly where you need it. Of course, you can also use it for powerful blessings of the lands and your altars and your crystals, by just sprinkling it around the place. And you can even include programs, into the Agua Florida, but that are very specific for, that healing vibration remain there for like a whole moon cycle or whatever you want it to do. You're in control, you're in the driving seat here. So yes, my loves, that's it for the Rosemary Agua Florida. Sending you all my love and take care. Bye bye.